you all for the theory of computation session. Now we'll see about context-free grammar. The problem here is simplify the given CFG and convert it into an Chomsky's normal form. So when we set to the grammar is given a particular problem, we have to look at it to a grammar, and for simplification of CFG we need to remove these three important steps. First one is useless symbol, and second one is null production, and third one is unit production. So here when we see this, first we will check whether a useless symbol is available for this particular grammar. If so, we have to eliminate it. So what is useless symbol? So whenever we want to find a particular grammar contains a useless symbol, for this we have to check what are all the generating and reachable symbols from this CFG. If the particular production gives you a reachable symbol, or it gives you a particular derivation as an terminal string, then it is an said to be an formal grammar, and we don't want to eliminate any useless symbol. Otherwise, if the particular grammar is not an generating or not an reachable symbol, if it contains any non-generating symbol or any not reachable symbols, we can eliminate the particular symbol. For example, here S derives ASB or epsilon. So whenever we'll have this grammar, the S is a starting symbol, right? So ASB or epsilon. So here A can be derived to a particular terminal symbol as A, and you'll have S. So for this S you have to replace by using epsilon. So it is a terminal string. After that, for B, S tends to B, right? So for B you will have this generating symbol as BB. So from S, A, S, B and all other strings can be generated, and also it isn't reachable. So it is said to be an formal grammar which we cannot remove any useless symbols. So here all the symbols, all the three productions are mandatory for the grammar to be in a simplified form. So there is no useless symbol. So why? Because here all are generating and reachable symbols. So it is said to be removing of useless symbol step. So there is no useless symbol over there. Next we will see then elimination of. So this is the step 1. Okay, step 1 over here, and we will have this step 2. So this is step 1 and this is step 2. So step 2 here, next one is step 3. So step 3 is remove null production, right? So if the grammar contains epsilon, so it is said to be an null production. So here see this, S tends to ASB or epsilon, A tends to AAS or A, B tends to SBS or A or BB. So this is the grammar, given grammar, and we have to check it. So here S tends to epsilon. So here S is a nullable variable. So why? Because S contains an epsilon production, that's why it is a nullable variable. So when we substitute this epsilon to a particular string, we have to eliminate this nullable production, right? So here S tends to epsilon is a nullable nullable variable. So here S tends to A S B. For this, when you substitute S on epsilon, S to epsilon, we have AB, right? Okay, we have to eliminate this. After that, A tends to, so what order production given here, you have to write as it is, AAS or A, and we if you substitute epsilon to S, what do you get? A, right? Okay. So A is A. After that we have B. B tends to SBS. A, what all the production will have this, we have to write first. After that you will have to substitute this epsilon to this combination of S, right? So when you put epsilon to this first S, it will replaced as BS. Okay, when you put epsilon to this last S, you will have SB, right? After that you have to put epsilon to on both sides, you will get B, right? Okay, for this SBS will have A and BB, SB, BS and BB. So this is known as, we have to, now we have eliminated all the null production and we are getting like this. So this is a, after eliminating null production, the CFG is, so CFG after eliminating null epsilon production, after eliminating epsilon production. Okay, so okay, fine. So now we'll have this, right? The second step, so we have, just now we have seen useless symbol elimination. After that we have seen removal of null production. Here there is no useless symbol, so we keep the grammar as it is, right? After that we'll have this nullable variable, and that is just now we have eliminated. So next one is step 4. Step 4 contains, step 4 is, we have to look at this particular grammar, whatever the grammar now will have. So we have to eliminate the unit production. We have to eliminate the unit production. So what is meant by unit production? Eliminate unit production. So how? So see this grammar, any unit production is there? Okay, so when we look at this grammar, so generally the unit production is in the form of x tends to y. So a single non-terminal tends to a single non-terminal, which is known as unit production. So we have to look at the form of grammar in this particular CFG. So where we have get this kind of thing, so we'll have this B tends to A, right? So B tends to A, this is, so in rule 3 we'll have this step, right? Okay, so we have to eliminate this B tends to A. Okay, so for B tends to A, we need to rewrite the grammar. S tends to ASB or AB, A tends to AAS or A or AA. After that B tends to SBS or BB, BS and SB and B. Now we'll have this, see this B, so we'll have this, right? So here B contains A, so we have to replace this B by using this A's production. Okay, we keep all other production as the same and replace this A by this production of A. So we'll have this right? AAS or A or AA. So now after eliminating our null production, my grammar is so after eliminating unit production, after eliminating this unit production, my grammars look like this. So S tends to ASP AB, A tends to AAS or A or AA, B tends to SBS, BB, BS, SP, B or AAS, A and AA. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is my current grammar. So after eliminating this or all these things, I am having this kind of rules, CFG. So now we'll convert into an CNF. So here, see, look here from the starting part of the problem. So the given grammar, so we have to check whether any elimination of useless symbols. If there is no useless symbol available, so then we go for a null production elimination. So here null production is there, so we have to eliminate it. After that we will have this unit production. So for unit production we are eliminating this unit production. So my grammar is looking like this now, right? After that we'll have this CNF. So what is CNF? Whenever the Chomsky's normal form is sense, so A tends to A. The Chomsky's normal form is like this, looking like this. A tends to A or A tends to XY, right? Whenever a Chomsky normal form tells you two important things. One is a single non-terminal produces a terminal, or a single non-terminal produces two non-terminals. So this is known as CNF, right? So for this CNF, so we make these CFG into an CNF. Okay. So here what are all the productions already in an CNF? Check this grammar from this three rules. So here S tends to AB, so it is already in CNF, right? S tends to AB and A tends to A, right? And B tends to B or A, right? All other grammars are, see here, for example, if I'm having a grammar called CNF, right, we have to convert into CNF. So here S tends to ASB. So when I'm looking at this grammar, so my CNF is always should be like this only, but instead of two variable, I'm having three variables. So I just make this A, and for this SB I make this SB as X. So S tends to AX, X tends to SB. Okay, so this is for the first one. After that we'll have, I completed this already. We have got this for this. This is already in CNF form only. After that we'll have this A tends to AA. Yes, so A tends to AS. Okay, so for this here, anyway I have to in the right hand side of the particular grammar, it should be in a two non-terminal, or else it should be in a single terminal, but here it is not the case. So I am replacing this A by a capital symbol first, right? For example, say Y. So Y tends to A, right? After that you will have A tends to YAS. So here I take Y as it is, after that AS I'm just replacing by Z. So now Z will be AS. So this is the way I have to write it. Okay, so I've finished this one, and I've already this one is also finished, this is finished, and after that this is also finished. After that we will have A. So just now we have seen A, so write A tends to A. Just now we have A. For A we have replaced by Y, so Y A. So A tends to Y. So this is in the form of this one. Okay, after that this has finished. Now B tends to SBS. So B tends to SBS, right? So take the S as it is and BS. For BS you will put some other symbol, say D. So D tends to BS. So already Y contains A, right? So just now I have make this B as, sorry, before you make this one, right? So you have to see B. So for B I'm just using the variable as E. So E tends to B, right? E tends to B. Now I make this E tends to B, right? So I make this B as E. So E S E S, right? After that we'll have keep this S as it is, and for ES we will have this called some C. Okay, so C tends to ES. Okay, so now I have finished this also. Next one is B. So B tends to BB. So just now I have make E as P, right? So E. So this is also finished, right? After that we'll have BS. So B tends to BS. So for small b you'll have S, so E. So B tends to ES. After that SB. So SB in the sense you'll have B tends to SB. So for B you have replaced by E. So B tends to SE, right? Okay, fine. Next one, so I have finished all these things. Next B is also completed over here, and AS already we have finished, right? So B tends to AS, so which means already we have replaced by Y. So we'll have YAS, right? So B tends to Y and you'll have Z. So this Z. So Z tends to AS. Okay, we'll have finished this also. After that we'll have we have finished A. So since A is already there, after that AA, right? For AA we have this production over here, and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9th one. So 9th one over here. So B tends to AA, which means already Y as A. So we'll have this B tends to YA. So these are all the production. So now we'll look at, when we look at the grammar over here, so we have to take all the results and put in consolidation. So when we see this CNF grammar over here, so here we'll have this C, S tends to AB, A tends to A, B tends to BRA, right? After that we'll have S tends to AX, X tends to SB, right? After that we'll have this A tends to YZ, so Z tends to AS. right? And here y tends to a. After that a tends to ya, right? Okay, after that we have this scenario, b tends to sc and c tends to es and e tends to b, right? After that we'll have b tends to ee and b tends to es, b tends to se and b tends to yz. So already z tends to as, right? Okay, leave this, already we have written this. After that finally we will have b tends to ya. So this is the final CNF production. So this is the way you have to solve this. So these are all the production now. See, all the CNF are in this form. Either it is in single non-terminal, produces single non-terminal and single non-terminal, or it has to be in the form of single non-terminal gives you terminal. So see here, so all the grammars are looking like this. So we have concluded this is converting CFG into an CNF. Thank you for the session. We'll see in the next session.